Thank you for joining me for yet another unboxing video, and today we have an expansion for the board game Arkham Horror, the Curse of the Dark Pharaoh expansion. Of course, it's used for a Call of Cthulhu board game. The Curse of the Dark Pharaoh expansion. Of course, it requires the Arkham Horror board game to play. An ancient and malicious curse has fallen upon Arkham. It is whispered that some of the strange artifacts on display as part of the Legacy of Pharaohs exhibit have vanished. Those who seek these treasures find nothing but unspeakable horrors. Meanwhile, a dark and mysterious figure, garbed in ancient Egyptian raiments, has been seen roaming the streets. This man, it is said, is a living curse to all he encounters. Fear grips the city, and it falls to a small group of investigators to stop the supernatural evil that creeps through the streets of Arkham. The Curse of the Dark Pharaoh Revised Edition is an expansion for the Arkham Horror board game by Fantasy Flight Games. It provides updated versions of the components from the original Curse of the Dark Pharaoh expansion, including 90 new Ancient One cards and 76 new Investigator cards, consisting of new allies, new spells, benefit and detriment cards, and exhibit items. This revised edition also includes components not previously available with the original expansion, such as the Dark Pharaoh Herald Sheet, the Ancient Whisperers marker, patrol markers, and exhibit encounter cards, which describe the strange and deadly situations in which investigators discover the ancient relics scattered across Arkham. For more, this was released in 2010, and for more information, do we have a web page here? Yep, go to fantasyflightgames.com. All right, so let's crack this bad boy open and see what kind of goodness we have on the inside. We got our rule book. We got the revised edition. Here we go. Okay, so let's push this back. So it's a true unboxing, so we gotta pull it out of the bag here. It's never easy to get them out of these bags. You gotta, makes you wonder sometimes as to why they put them in such a tight bag like this, but all right, here we go. So there you go. It looks like it's one page of rules. There we go. Here we go. I read that already. Game components. We've got that right here. Component overview. It says new investigator cards, exhibit item cards. It's got exhibit encounter cards, benefit cards, detriment cards, new Ancient One cards, Dark Pharaoh Herald sheets, Ancient Whisperer marker, patrol markers. Here's your setup. Integrating the expansion and the base game. Expansion setup, preparing play area, separate decks. Determine allies, expansion rules, Ancient Whispers and exhibit encounters. Benefits and detriments, patrolled neighborhoods, the Herald variant. There's your setup, gameplay, and the credits to the good people who brought you this. Again, more information, go to fantasyflightgames.com. Again, you need the base core box set of Arkham Horror to play this expansion. Then we also have this sheet right here, which is the Dark Pharaoh, which I'm not even going to take out of there. I'm going to leave it right in the bag. And it says Avatar of Nyarlathotep. Nyarlathotep. When Dark Pharaoh is the Herald, place the Dark Pharaoh monster token in the monster cup at the start of the game, even if Nyarlathotep is not the Ancient One. His curse, there it is. Gives you a little more information, and Pharaoh's curse back here. All right, there you go. So that looks like to be the baddie of the box. And then we've got some tokens. And we got a cool little bag for the tokens as well. Up top there, we got this one. Very cool. This, some investigators, it looks like. A couple of those. Front and backs are all the same. And I got a bunch more of those. There you go. Again, the front, back are the same. Take a bunch of those. And proof of purchase. Always important to have these. So there you go. That's your tokens. We've got a nice little box here, which is the, I'll see, that's really cool. So it tells you here, you got 18 barred from the neighborhood cards, 4 benefit cards, 21 spell cards, there's 4 detriment cards, 7 ally cards, and 22 exhibitor cards. Total of 76 cards are in here. These are all your mini cards. Again, all the fronts appear to be the same. So let's show you these. So there's that. And this type of card. This type of card here. Got a bunch of those. And got a bunch of those. And we got ones with fronts and backs. So we'll start with these. This looks like you got Wanted. When you receive this card, move to the street area of your current neighborhood. Upkeep. If you are in Arkham, pay $1 or set your skill slider to your lowest possible speed score before you adjust skills. Discard this card when you seal a gate. On the flip of that, its front and back are the same. All right, good. You got Tainted, Local Guide, Harried, Visions, Psychic, Private Investigator, Anointed. When you receive this card, discard a curse card. If you have one, upkeep. You may choose one other investigator in Arkham to re-roll the roll to discard a curse card. Discard this card if you are cursed. Oh, sorry about that. Yep, so front and back are the same. So that's one set of cards, so I'll throw that over here. This set has the backs that look like this. Cool gothic artwork. You have an ally, David Packard, +1 fight, +1 sneak. Another ally, Dr. Ali Kafur, +1 will, +1 lore. He has +1 fight, +1 sneak. Ally is Erica Carlisle, +2 spell. Another ally is Eric Weiss, +2 evade. Ally is Father Iwaniki. I'm going to go with that, +2 horror. Another ally, Sarah Danforth, +1 focus. And then you have another ally, the Messenger, -1 all skill checks. All right, so those look like new people to help you out there, allies. Then we've got some of these cards that have that symbol on them. Okay. First Elder Sign Fragment. Second Elder Sign Fragment. Third, Eye of Light and Darkness. Eye and Light of Darkness, Book of Anubis. Let's read what that says. Tome. When another investigator goes insane, goes unconscious, or is devoured, you gain 1 stamina and 1 sanity and gain any clue tokens that he discards. Chime of Ra, Mask of the Messenger, Mask of the Black Pharaoh, Mask of the 3 Fates, Mask of Vice, Mask of Wisdom, Pentagram of Blood, Scales of Thoth, Spirit Vessel, Summoning Glass, Table of Bast. It's a tome. Arkham encounters. Discard this card after you fail a skill check to ignore the effects of the check. All right, so there's that deck of cards as well. Then we have these. Okay. Corrupting Influence. Someone close to you has been corrupted by the Pharaoh's dark power. You must either return one of your ally cards to the box or raise the terror level by 1 to gain an exhibit item. Move the Ancient Whisper marker to the downtown street location. Yeah, it looks like the bottom, all the bottoms say, nope, some say District Street location, some say Street location, Hill Street location, District Street, University Street location. There you go. So all the bottoms change up. Uptown Street. All right. So let's take a look here. Again, it says Corrupting Influence, an intruder in the mind, an inside job, the culprit apprehended, hidden in plain sight, a chance encounter, the legacy of Anubis, The application of force, it calls from beyond. An insidious trap, too late. Purified by fire. It keeps a constant vigil. Quid pro quo. Lost in transit. Carnivorous beetles. Stolen property for sale. And ancient ancient artifact on display. It says the museum staff has brought one of the artifacts to this part of town to attract more visitors. You may make a sneak -2 check. If you pass, gain an exhibit item. If you fail, you are arrested. So that's that deck right there. And then we have the last of the mini decks, which has a book on the cover. Astral Travel. Casting modifier -2. Sanity cost 1. Magical spell. Arkham encounters. When in Arkham, instead of having an encounter, cast and discard to move to the first area of any other world. All right. Denying the Ancient One. Feeding the Mind. Markings of Isis. Plague of Locusts. Premonition. Revelation of Script. Shroud of Shadow. And there you have it. Again, when you look at those cards that you have there, you look on the back of the box, it tells you exactly what they're used for. Barred from the Neighborhood, benefit cards, spells, detriment cards, ally cards, exhibitor cards, a total of 76 of those you get in the box right there. There you have that in a little box that comes with these. So I'm going to put that right there. Also have this right here. Brand new decks. We'll get this open if we can. Again, as you guys know, I always like to open it off camera because in case I cut myself, no one needs to see that. Okay, there's one. Oh boy, a lot of reading on these cards. Oh boy. So, different colored cards here. All different kinds of cards. So, let's see what it says on the back of this box here. It says 18 Mythos cards, 45 Arkham location cards, 27 Gate cards, 90 Ancient One cards. So, it's a lot of cards you got there. I guess the background will tell you what it is. So, you got, again, the artwork is really cool. Different scenes from around the city. Very cool. All different kinds of cards here. This one looks like it's the smallest part there, so we'll start with these. And what we got here, Arkham Asylum, Bank of Arkham, and Independence Square. All right, all those cards are identically the same, which is good. So let's just read this one card. It says Arkham Asylum. This one's got some wisdom to him. One of the orderlies says he shows you a withered old Egyptian scholar who was recently committed. It's like he's seen something, and if you look close in his eyes, you can see it too. If you look into the patient's eyes, you may make a will -2 check. If you pass, you gain 4 clue tokens. If you fail, you immediately go insane. Bank of Arkham. Father Michael is hesitant to walk back to South Church alone, saying that the legacy of the Pharaoh's exhibit has cast a pall over Arkham. If you escort him, move immediately to South Church. Do not have an encounter there. But you may trade in monster and gate trophies to be blessed as described at that location. If you escort him and have the motorcycle or map item or the Misfits or of Reich spell, you are blessed for free. Or Miss of Rella, I guess it's pronounced Rella spell, not Reich, but Rella spell. You are blessed for free. Independence Square. From a bench in Independence Square, you can watch the comings and goings of the town's major figures. Gain 1 clue token. So there you go. That's this deck of cards here. I'm just going to slide this over just a little bit. There. See what else we got here. So again, the locations here, I'm not going to read all these. Historical Society, Ma's Boarding House, and South Church. Silver Twilight Lodge, Inner Sanctum, the Witch House. Black Cave, General Store, and the Graveyard. St. Mary's Hospital, Wood Ye Old Magic Shop. Administration Building, Library, and the Science Building. River Docks, the Unnameable and Unvisited Isle. I got these, and this is Hibbs Roadhouse, Police Station, and Velma's Diner. And last but not least, you got these. Curiosity Shop, the newspaper, and the train station. I'll just flip this one this way so you can see that these are, no, I'll just put down this way. Again, these are different locations. These are for different locations throughout the game. Then you need the core box of Arkham Horror, the board game, to use this expansion as, of course. And last but not least, we've got this one here. Another deck here. Let's see what we got here. We got a bunch of green ones. All right. Some people running here. Okay, so let's take a look at these. So it looks like this could be a monster deck. It would appear so, just by looking at it very quickly. Dark wind covers Arkham. Environment, mystic. Inky clouds blow in from the east, bringing with them sickness and fear. The terror level increases by 1. The maximum stamina of all investigators in Arkham is reduced by 1 while this card is in play. Horror checks in Arkham are made at a -2 penalty. Clue appears at the Witch House. Unvisited Isle. All right, and Independent Square. So it tells you what you need and everything on the bottom of all these cards. So Dark Wind covers Arkham, Sandstorm, Bank Foreclosure, Church Boycotts Exhibit, Clothing Drive, Corpses Preserved, Cursed Relics, Escape from Arkham Asylum, King of Cards Cancels Show, Murder in the Museum, Murderer at Large, Victim's Brains Missing, Museum Artifacts Stolen. Obviously, these are all, as it says, headlines. Museum Haunted, Plague of Insects, Environment, Return to the Old Ways, River Breaches the Levees, Strange Ornithological Sightings, and Student Protests Museum Exhibit. So that's this deck of cards. Put right there. And last but not least, we have the ones that have this cool picture on it. I'm going to flip this over. Let's see what this is. So we had, again, these are the Mythos cards, and these are, it doesn't say, these must be, oh, these are the gate cards, whatever that means, the gate cards. All right. Solano, Abyss, Other. Let's read. It says, you wander endless rows of tablets, scrolls, and tomes. If you wish, you may spend 1 sanity and 1 stamina to make a luck +0 check. If you pass, you may search the common item, unique item, or exhibit item deck for any single tome card and take that card. Abyss. Something impossibly huge and ominous lurches across the horizon. Pass a luck -1 check, or its gaze with eyes the size of planets falls upon you and you lose 2 sanity. Other, the stench of fecundity and blood surrounds you. A monster appears. If you do not evade it or defeat it on the first round of combat, a second monster appears that you must evade or defeat after the first one. Yugoth, Solano, Other. The Dreamlands, Yugoth, Other. Solano, Dreamlands, Other. Yugoth, Abyss, Other. Abyss, Dreamlands, Other. Dreamlands, Plateau of Leng, Other. City of the Great Race, Plateau of Leng, Other. Yep. I guess these go along with each of the locations cards, so that makes sense to me now. The green would go with the green, the red would go with the red, the yellow would go with the yellow. Oh, that blue one belongs up there, I'm assuming. Blue one, no, it's a little different. Blue, yellow, and then these go up there. Okay, we'll put this over here. So you see that. Okay, where was I? Abyss, the Dreamlands. Okay, then The Dreamlands, Plateau of Leng, other. City of the Great Race, Plateau of Leng, other. Plateau of Leng, Solano, other. Solano, City of the Great Race, other. Solano, the Dreamlands, other. City of Great Race, Dreamlands, other. Riley, Dreamlands and other. Riley, Plateau of Leng, other. Plateau of Leng, Abyss, other. A monster appears. Oh. Abyss, the Dreamlands, other. Riley, Abyss, other. Plateaus of Leng, Dreamlands, other. City of the Great Race, Riley, other. Dreamlands, Yugoth, other. Dreamlands, Riley, other. Riley, Yugoth, other. Yugoth, City of the Great Race, other. City of the Great Race, the Dreamlands, and other. Plateau of Leng, and other. And Riley, or other. So those are all of your cards that are included. Got some really cool artwork at the bottom of the box too. That's really cool. Very, very cool. Of course, it really, really captures the Lovecraftian horror theme, which obviously this game's all about. So there you have it. And there's a box right here too for those cards as well. So there's everything that's included. And that concludes this unboxing of Arkham Horror, the Curse of the Dark Pharaoh expansion, used with a Call of Cthulhu board game. As always, thank you so much for joining me for this expansion. Or I should say, thank you for joining me for this yet another unboxing video. It's truly appreciated. If you enjoyed it, of course, you can always give us a thumbs up. You could leave a comment below. You could also hit that subscribe button. This way you're kept up to date as to any time we release any new content to the page. As always, thank you so much for joining us. Be safe, be well. Enjoy the remainder of your day, and we'll catch you on the next unboxing video.